Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Albums and Memories, where I talk about albums I haven't, I talk about the memories they gave me. Now, we're in Red Hot Chili Pepper month, and we're gonna look at a very underrated album, which amazingly enough, like looking at the past two Red Hot Chili Peppers episodes of Albums and Memories, I'm genuinely surprised that it's in between them. This is One Hot Minute. I'm gonna here talk about the memories I have with One Hot Minute. Oh my god. Okay. Uh, a little bit of backstory. I bought this shirt. I had another shirt like this, but I lost it, and I wanted to buy another one. I had much more Red Hot Chili Pepper shirts. I just wanted to buy another one. Because I lost them, and I had one like this, except it was a little bit less tight and it was more loose fitting, and it does fit, sure, but I actually like it. And I never thought I would actually have to say this, but I really, really like this album. Now, a bit of backstory. When I got into the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I was more pretty much into John Frusciante's stuff. I always just I was like, okay, I'm strictly going to be for John Frusciante. I'm not going to look at anything else. And so eventually, since I overloaded with John Frusciante on my album, my MP3, I'm like, okay, I'll just go to the earlier stuff with Hello Slovak, because I was very careful not to say anything about this or listen to a song from this. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna look at the Hello Slovak tracks. I'm just gonna look at that, and I listened to that his first only two albums he had, Freaky Style and the Upward Mobile Party Plan. I'm like, okay, that's nice. This is way better than One Hot Minute, because nobody likes it, so I shouldn't like it. I was along with the crowd in terms of this album. Like Red Hot Chili Peppers out, fans were like, oh, listen, John Frusciante is great. Like the Dave Navarro one sucks because it's so different. And I'm like, okay. So eventually, I listened to a lot of the songs on. I listened to a lot of the songs on that out from their other albums, and then it came to this, and I'm like, okay, I might as well just listen to this, and I got into Warped. First song I heard from was Warped, and I'm like, all right, and I got into the okay, this is rocking. Okay, this is the only song I'm gonna put on my MP3, and I listened to Airplane. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this on my MP3, and then I got to my friends. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this into my MP3, and then I got into P, and eventually Transcending. I'm like, okay, I'm only gonna listen to these, and that's it. I like them, but I'm not gonna like the entire album. And eventually, a few years later, I'm like, okay, I got most of the discography. I'm wondering what's gonna be at the store, and I saw this album. This album around 2014 or 2013. I'm like, okay, I might as well buy this album, because I was kind of like, okay, I want to have all their albums, so I'm just gonna take it as I go. So I bought this album, and eventually I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this, and I put the song while I was listening to I was playing Sly 2 for the PS3. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna listen to this, and I knew Warp. I'm like, okay, I like this, and I listened to Aeroplane. I'm like, okay, I like this, and then the first song I heard that I'd never heard before then was Deep Kick. I'm like, okay, this is actually really interesting. And then when the loud guitar hits, I'm like, God damn it, I like this. Like for years, for almost 8 years, I'm like, oh, I don't want to listen to this album. I like some of the songs, but the album isn't going to be that good. And then I listen to Deep Kick. I'm like, damn, 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 this is a good album. And the album, the memories I have of this is pretty much either me playing Sly Cooper or me playing Counter Strike on my laptop. And oh my god, there are songs here which I pretty much either talked about for songs and memories, or I'm going to talk about for songs and memories, Red Hot Chili Pepper songs and memories. And I'm like, holy crap, this album is amazing. Why did I hate this? This is actually awesome. I mean, I think the reason why this is underlooked is because this was in between. This album came after the highly successful Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and then it was followed up by the very highly successful Californication. This album is so effing underrated. Like, oh my god. Like, when I was like in high school, I would have ranked this at the like my third least favorite album because I barely listened to it and I just wrote it off. But this album, there is a reason why I was looking for this shirt. There is a reason why I don't know where there would have been two shirts like this, but I genuinely there shouldn't be a hate for this album because this is actually a very very damn good album. Hell, I like it better than like I don't want to say anything right now, but I love this album. This album actually kicks a lot of ass. Like a lot of the songs here are just amazingly okay. I talked about how like there are some dark periods of Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and there are darker moments of there is maturity in Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and there is more maturity in Californication. But in this is actually the album where they are 90% mature here. Like there is some like talks about addiction and like loneliness and like there was some heavy stuff here. And amazingly, this is actually where they actually matured. There, like Blood Sugar Sex Magic, there's maturity here, and then like Californication, there's maturity, and then By the Way, there's maturity. Like By the Way is more mature than Californication, but Californication I like better. But One Hot Minute is where they pretty much like dropped, pretty much kind of dropped the sex talk and just went into like this dark period. And it's this album is very, very, very well done. And I like it a lot more now that I read about the Trouble production and on both online and Anthony Kiedis's um, Scar Tissue book. A book that is really good. But yeah, it only goes up to 2002 or 2003, so there's that. But again, this is the only album by Dave Navarro, and it is a real shame. I mean, granted, it's good that John Frusciante came back, but it is a real shame that not many people like this album, like, or put it in their top four or whatever. But this album is actually, it really kicks ass, and I like want to kind of slap my past self in the face because it's like, no, this album is really, really, really good. And I don't know it's like I don't know why you say this album is really bad and very off-putting because you have songs on that out on your MP3 which are from this album and you listen to constantly. Hell, I'm pretty sure like if you listen to Transcending, which is the last song I heard before I got this album, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna take a look at this. And this album is it rocked me. It surprised me so much because it it's pretty much the sound quality, not even the sound quality, but the rhythm can go from very loud and very like over not over the top, but so beautifully amazing and so like rocking. It gets a rocking good time, and then it just slows down. It goes like it's like it's like the first song Warp. It goes like really soft and it's like very deep and it's very like calm, and then all of a sudden it just kicks into gear. It just genuinely kicks into gear. And it's like that for the entire album. It's like Mood Whiplash, the album. Like it goes beyond, it goes throughout all these valleys, and it's actually really awesome to like get into. It's actually amazing, and like it's actually like it's tight. It's a tight 13 songs, and how this album got made despite all the shit that went down during this album. Now, this came out in 1995. This took 4 years. I mean, granted, Californication came 4 years after this, but holy crap! Like, I'm genuinely shocked by this. Like, at one point, I didn't want to touch this album because it was so different and the art style is so not good. Not, but then I listened to this. I listened to this like, holy crap! This is actually a really good, damn good song, damn good like CD. It's amazing how much effort is put into it, despite like everybody pretty much falling apart. And I'm just It's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful album to listen to. If you haven't listened to this, listen to it. This is beautiful. Again, beautiful. It's a damn good, beautiful album, and it just robs me. Like, it's so dark, but at the same time, it's so sweet and kind, and it just reminds me of, like, again, just reminds me of how good this, like, the red, it shows a maturity, and I'm like, okay, I could actually get into this. Um, oh god, like, this, everybody should at least listen to this album once. If you're a Red Hot Chili Pepper fan, listen to this album once, and you'll be surprised. There are some, like, damn good cuts here, you know? And I just can't get over that. Like, if you hate it, you probably haven't heard the entire album. Like, this is a damn good cut of an album. And they also had one other song that was released years later called Circle of the Noose, and it sounds more psychedelic, how a second album with Dave Navarro could have been. And holy crap. This album kicks so much ass. Oh god, I want to listen to this right now. I want to listen to this while I'm writing. And yeah, this is actually again, listen to this album. Like, listen to this. You're not gonna be disappointed. I haven't talked about the memories I have. Like, the memories I have for it was just playing video games and just rocking out of my room. That's pretty much how most of them are. But listen to this album and you won't be disappointed. And uh-oh. Uh I think I've talked about every single Red Hot Chili Pepper album I have. I don't have a greatest hits album because that would be redundant. Because I've been talking about songs I have in my MP3, and they're like, okay, I can't. Also, this month is Red Hot Chili Pepper month, so I can't even talk about it, even if I had a greatest hits album, because I had trouble with the Eminem Curtain Call vlog or episode I did for the show. I don't have, yeah, I don't have any more Red Hot Chili Pepper albums for this month. So I'm going to have to do something else. I don't know what, but it's going to have to be something. So that's it for another episode of Albums and Memories. Um, there's not going to be Albums and Memories episode next week because it's Red Hot Chili Pepper month, and I want to keep it Red Hot Chili Pepper month all the time. So I'm just gonna have to talk about something else Red Hot Chili Pepper related. So until next time, thank you for watching, and I will see you another time. Thank you.